Hey guys, welcome back. This is a continuation of my last video on Fiverr. As I said in that video, I just have so much to say about Fiverr. If you haven't watched that video yet, then go back and watch it so you are caught up to what I'm going to be talking about in this video, which is the second reason why you probably didn't make money on Fiverr if you tried to. I have made almost $70,000 on Fiverr, so if anyone says you can't make money on Fiverr, they are lying to you, okay? There's money to be made, and you don't have to kill yourself to do it. There are people that have budgets on Fiverr. Go back to my last video to hear more about that. So I just wanted to add that for this video, I'm only talking about Fiverr, and I've only worked on that freelancing platform. There are a bunch of other platforms out there, like Upwork, for example, but I've never worked on those before. So the tips that I'm giving in this video only specifically apply to my experience on Fiverr. Okay, so the second thing that you probably did wrong when creating your Fiverr gigs, in this case, the services that you put up, is you probably didn't charge enough money. What do I mean by that? Okay, so common sense would tell you, okay, you're new on Fiverr, you need to be under budget, you need to be cheaper, you need to go as low as you possibly can so you can get some reviews and then slowly raise your prices, right? And then imposter syndrome would tell you, oh, I'm new on the platform, I don't have any reviews, and even though I know what I'm doing, I'm new on Fiverr, so I feel like I don't know what I'm doing and I shouldn't charge that much starting out. This is all wrong, okay? So like I said, Fiverr gigs can start as low as $5. They can go up to $10,000, I think. So a good amount of money for a gig, I would say, is no less than $100. Do not charge less than $100 for any service. And let me explain why. So Fiverr is a platform that has a search bar and a search algorithm. And their search algorithm is designed to promote people that are gonna make Fiverr as much money as possible, okay? Fiverr wants to make money. They make 20% of all the transactions on Fiverr. So they're not gonna say, oh, this person's charging more, so we're gonna promote them more. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that when you get your first order, let's say you're new on Fiverr and you're charging $5. When you get your first order, you got that $5 order, that moves you up in the algorithm? Not at all. You're still at the bottom of the food chain. You have one review, but no one's gonna see that review because no one's gonna find you because Fiverr is too busy promoting people that are making them more money. So if you're charging $100, $500, when you get that very first order, that boosts you up in the algorithm at that given moment, and they're gonna start promoting you more because that shows that you're relevant and you're making them more money. It's a competition with all the other Fiverr sellers, right? So you're making them more money than all these people that sold 10 orders that day at $5. You sold one at $100, somebody sold 10 at $5, the $100 is higher than the $50. So you would rank higher in the search algorithm at that given moment than the person that sold 10 orders that day at $5. Obviously their algorithm is probably more intricate than that, but the point is there is a snowball effect when you get work on Fiverr, and the more that you sell, the more they promote you. That just makes sense for them, and it's also a win for you if you get on the winning side of that. So I've had friends that are trying to set up their Fiverr accounts and they say, hey Brittany, I don't have any reviews yet because I just got started. Do you think you could buy the service from me? Don't worry, I'll give it to you at a huge discount. We'll just do $5 and I will do this illustration for you, and then I can have my first review from you. And keep in mind, they're gonna sell me legitimate work. I had a friend of mine do an illustration for me, which turned out really cute. But I told her, honey, I'm not gonna do it for $5 because this doesn't help you in the algorithm. So we're gonna do it for $60. And remember that when you're doing this for someone, they might decide to pay you back the money that you invested in their services if you're trying to do something like that. But Fiverr's still gonna take 20% plus a couple fees, so you do have to pay something for it. Otherwise, I would suggest, spending a lot of money on Fiverr so that you can rank even higher in the algorithm, but 20% is gonna go to Fiverr for this. So I told her, instead of the $5 review, we're gonna do the whole thing, but we're gonna charge what you want to actually get paid, and we're gonna set it at $60. And we set it at $60, and after I did that order with her, she started getting more orders, and it was a snowball effect. She had a good video that I helped her with, and she now can sell her illustrations at the price that she wanted to sell them at. She not only ranks higher in the algorithm, but she's also making more money on her work, and she has the capability of even raising her prices when she gets enough demand because she can be more selective about who she works with. Now I want to give you some tips for what you can do to justify an above average price as a new seller on Fiverr and how to really get that first sale with confidence. So the first thing that you can do is ask a friend or an existing client to buy the service from you, and this will kickstart your gig. As I said, you should use the higher price point as high as you can without compromising yourself on the 20% too much. I didn't have to do this when I started mine. I had just someone on Fiverr buy my first one, and it was a $300 purchase for my very first gig with no reviews on Fiverr. So if you don't want to invest in having a friend do it, or you don't want to ask a client to do it, then I would just suggest being really good at what you do and have a really legitimate external portfolio that you can show people so that they know that you are worth the price that you're asking for. And then number 3, if you don't have a lot of skill or experience, then make sure that you include a lot of value at the high price that you're asking. So specialize on large volume projects. So for example, instead of saying, okay, my gig is gonna be writing you 100 words for $5, instead do, 1,000 words for $50 or 10,000 words for $500, even better. So you're still giving people a lot of value for what you're offering, and it still makes your gig actually really cheap, but it's not cheap in that the price is low, the price is high, but they're getting a lot for their money. Okay, now I want to give a little caveat, a little advanced tip tangent here. When is it okay to charge less than $100? Because there is an exception to my suggestion. So on Fiverr, you can choose between offering one flat rate, or you can offer 3 different packages. So currently on the gigs that I'm offering, I only have one package, and that's for simplicity's sake. But this is a really good strategy that works for beginners, and that's to offer 3 packages where your lowest package is the cheapest price that you're willing to go for the simplest version of what you're offering. But keep in mind that for this price, you don't want to be doing like the full service. It's kind of just clickbait. And this clickbait will, 1, get the buyer's attention when they see your low price, when they're searching for someone to click on. And then 2, it will also get your gig qualified when they filter down the price for a lower price. So on the gig itself, you should do your best to explain why the middle package and the high tier package is more valuable. And again, you don't want to promote this small package, even though you might think getting $20 is nice, but you want to be strategic, and your goal is to use the symbolic $20 as an opener into opening communication with the clients, and then communicate the value of your larger plan. So for that reason, using this strategy, it's really important to write message before ordering clearly on the gig. And then once people message you, your job is going to be to upsell them on the real package, which is number 2 and number 3, where you should be asking for over $100 as we discussed. So again, this is a really good workaround to take advantage of the traffic that's generated by the buyers who think that they only want to spend $20. But then you can explain to those same people why they really need the higher value plan if it's not already clear in your gig. Okay, and one final tip. If you take my advice from these past 2 videos that you A, make an amazing promo video, and B, charge your worth and get that first high value sale, then you really need to make sure you use the momentum by being very active in the messages. You will sabotage your account if you don't reply to people within 24 hours. So you have to get back to people as soon as possible and hustle to get that second and get that third sale while your leads are hot. This is very important for making the most of that snowball effect that I mentioned. So these are just 2 of my many Fiverr secrets that I've learned over the years working on Fiverr, and some of them, like this price thing, are not common sense. They might sound counterintuitive. But if you have more questions about how to thrive on Fiverr's marketplace, I can totally help you with that. So if you go to my Fiverr profile, and there's a link in the description, there is a gig for consulting on creating a Fiverr business. You can also ask me questions about creating a YouTube channel or creating any kind of business or visual branding or things like that. So right now you can go to this link and use Fiverr's safe marketplace of exchanging money for services to schedule a consultation with me, and we'll chat for 30 minutes about your specific Fiverr idea or your YouTube channel idea or your business or whatever you want to. And if you send me a message on Fiverr saying that you found me on YouTube and you're a subscriber to my channel, then I will give you 10% off of that consultation gig. So in summary, this gig includes a 30-minute Zoom call, which you can record. And after the call, I'll send you a custom designed action plan with a summary of the call and your next steps that you're going to be taking according to the strategy that we've laid out in the call. And also keep in mind that I'm not always offering these consultation calls because it requires me to keep my schedule relatively clear and consistent to be able to facilitate the calls, and I often get booked up either by the calls themselves or with graphic design customers. So if you see the gig active on my Fiverr profile, then I would advise you to take advantage of it because I might turn it off any day. So thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions about my experience on Fiverr or any general questions, you can always leave them in the comments and I'll try to get back to you. So thanks guys as always for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.